Alex Basso right up the middle for Scott Howe on the fly. He's got wheels and can move. Trying to beat Hermenegildo on the outside. Scores! Scott Howe flips it over the shoulder of Galansky. 1-0 Bulls.
And this is just one of those ones that Galansky never set his feet. Scott Howe, with the streaking speed around the outside, was able to create some separation between himself and Hermenegildo. And once he got that space, that quick snapshot, somewhat eluded the goaltender for his third goal of the season. Bulls in back-to-back home games for Scott Howe. As you see, look at the wheels that he has. Creates that space with Hermenegildo, who never had a good angle on him. And then the snapshot just wide on the outside. It looked like Galansky was expecting a low shot and got surprised by the... Lots of bodies out in front.
Hill and O'Connor on the point. O'Connor cross ice to Skellett. Skellett, top of the circle. O'Connor fires off the post, and they're calling that a goal. It's a goal for O'Connor. He's 15th in the league in defensive scoring, and he'll move up a notch after netting that one. It came quickly.
Well, I think it definitely hit in. I think it hit off that padding right at the very bottom part. This is a shot that went right along the ice and hit right off the padding in the corner of the ice and came back out quickly. We'll get another look into the replay, but I think that one directly in off the stick of O'Connor. Jordan Skellett with the tip out front for his 20th of the OHL season. We'll get another look at the replay right here. Skellett moves it back. There's the shot by O'Connor. And it looked like it banked right in.
Soul, and these guys are no strangers to dropping the mitts. Cody Soul and Paul Basso both tied up right now.
They're wrestling for that upper hand, and it looks like Soul's got a hold of it inside with the left by Basso.
Soul trying to get the jersey. There goes the lid off Paul Basso as they continue to grapple just in front of the Saginaw crease. Two big boys going toe-to-toe as Paul Basso. Very close together now. Judson at the top of the circle. Parked in front is Kyle DeCoste. Silas back to Lalonde. He turns, fires that one in the crowd. Big rebound. They score! Kyle DeCoste with a power play goal, and Belleville takes the lead back.
And that one was just a great tic-tac-toe goal. You got to give a lot of credit on this one from Luke Judson. It looked like he was going to have the wide open net, but was able to chip it out in front to Kyle DeCoste. Shawn Lalonde with the original shot partially blocked out in front before Judson got a hold of it. And DeCoste is another guy that has been struggling a little bit of late. There's the original shot, kicks out to Judson, who tried to shoot it. Instead, the chip over to DeCoste. And great job of keeping his footing out in front, making sure that he was in a shooting position, and getting that puck elevated right away. And
keep that puck inside the zone. Flip back to Curtis. And Curtis sends it right across the blue paint at the line. Here's Basso, one last chance to shoot. No, centering pass. Broussard, they score! Michael Curtis finishes it off. With 1 second to go, it's a power play goal for Belleville. Their second of the game.
And this is the puck movement that we were talking about. Michael Curtis just finishing this one off. And this is how Michael Curtis scores a lot of his goals. This is actually exactly how he scored his first goal in Sarnia. Right place at the right time. Great awareness of where his teammates are and where he can be to finish this. Basso puts it down low. Aliardi across to Curtis. Tic-tac-toe, and it's all young guys. A 16-year-old to a 17-year-old to a 16-year-old on the power play. And the young guns are coming up big.
Lalonde a chance to clear, and he just feathers it outside the line. Scarbosa hands it right to Bathgate. 2-on-0, shorthanded. Judson scores! The Saginaw Spirit have given up 7 shorthanded goals all year, and I don't know if they've scored any on a 2-on-0, but Luke Judson caps it off from Andy Bathgate, his 19th team leading.
And what a play by this one, and this was just all on Scarbosa. It's unfortunate when you have that bad of a giveaway away from everyone. Just didn't keep the head up. Andy Bathgate with the easy steal, waits to the last minute so that the goaltender has to stick with it, and then the wide open net, Luke Judson getting that puck elevated and over top of the pad for no mistake for the shorthanded marker. And as you mentioned, his 19th, and the Bulls just exploding on
right into the skates of Paul Basso. A 3-goal lead for Belleville with 35 seconds to go in the second period. O'Connor hands off to Hill. Takes a shot, scores, and there's Jordan Hill, who continues to light up the Belleville Bulls.
And how about Jordan Hill against Belleville? He's got 4 goals in his the entire season so far, and just in his career he's got 13. Now career number 3 versus Belleville. He's really had the Bulls number in his career, 5th of the OHL season right there, and he continues to tear them up with his new team. See the mix on the power play, moving it around, switching over, and then that snapshot through a crowd. I don't think that Peters ever saw that one. A quick snapshot that catches the goaltender off balance, and that's going to get
off the backboards. Judson, and there's going to be a penalty here. And now Lalonde is dropping the gloves with Cody Soul, and he may have bitten off more than he can chew right here as Soul has given it to Shawn Lalonde, and Lalonde really taking a bunch of right hands from Cody Soul.
Holding on for dear life and hoping to land a big shot at the end.
So far he hasn't done that, and the linesmen are going to finally step in. Shawn Lalonde took some abuse there from Cody Soul, and looked like the linesman could have stepped in a little bit earlier than they did. However,
I'm not going to knock him for that. I always
to the middle and tried to find the 5-hole. Galansky shut the door. Silas, side of the net, they score! Aliardi shovels it by Galansky. 5-2 Belleville on their 3rd power play goal of the night.
And this is a little bit tough for the Saginaw Spirit because one of the penalties had expired, and it was supposed to be Jordan Skellett coming out of the box, who is sitting out the original penalty that we had coming way back on Jordan Barrett Soul. He should have been out of the box, would have been able to come back in a defensive role, but instead the Bulls are going to have a little bit extra time on the 5-on-3. They move it around the outside, and Aliardi all alone on the far side here. No mistakes on the near side, sorry. No chance for Galansky. Wide open net for Alex Aliardi, and good for him to get one. Still out shooting Saginaw, and we got a fight right off the bat. Broussard and Camerad, both rookies, and both of these guys are tough 16-year-olds, known to be able to really outmuscle a lot of their guys in their age group.
Big right hands flying from both of these 2 youngsters. Broussard connects with a good right, and then another, and then lost his footing, and Camara ends up on top, but a pretty good battle.
Camara knocked him silly at the very end there.
Very well, knocked down by Hill. Judson still down and battling.
What a battle those two have had all night. Jordan Hill and Luke
here
Judson.
Go the gloves. Jordan Hill and Luke Judson are going to do battle, our 4th fight of the night. As Hill is thrown down by Judson, and no doubt he lost his footing on the back of the net.
Yeah, that looked a lot more impressive than it actually was. That's for sure. Whenever you have a
and we've got another fight. Cody Soul with his 3rd of the night, and it's Shawn Lalonde again.
Yeah, Shawn Lalonde going after him again, wants to finish this one off.
Well, he didn't get any shots in the first time, so
there's a big left hand right off the bat by Shawn. Soul over the top. Soul still looks like he's in full control out there.
Well, he's 6'5". Keep in mind, he's got a definite reach advantage on Shawn Lalonde, and the linesmen step in. Well, you got to give Shawn Lalonde.
Do you have any of those guys remaining in the league?
There's a lead pass right on the money for Skellett. He goes to the backhand, scores! Well, Jordan Skellett undresses Peters and sends it through the 5-hole on a perfect touchdown pass. As we are into the conference finals in the NFL tomorrow. Well, that looked like Peyton Manning sending it ahead right there.
It was just an excellent pass and even a better finish by Skellett to, with pace, get a hold of this one, get control of it, get it settled down, watch as he protects it from the defenders, and then makes the goaltender slide off that post, obviously opening up the 5-hole.